Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's been a while since I've made a podcast. Actually, it's been about 2 months. I thought I would create this podcast so that we can catch up and I can tell you what's been going on and talk about the future of this podcast. So, let's start with an astrology update. I know y'all have been missing these. So, on the night of September 7th, which is this coming Sunday, we are going to be having a full moon in Pisces. The full moon will also be a total lunar eclipse. And this full moon and lunar eclipse is going to be also called the mystical blood moon. Pisces energy is intuitive and dreamy and emotional. So it's encouraging us to release what no longer serves our higher path and trust the unseen currents of our lives. As the moon turns red, this eclipse amplifies transformation, shadow work, and spiritual clarity, inviting us to face hidden truths with compassion. The eclipse will be visible across most of the globe, offering a collective moment to reflect, heal, and set intentions. Totality will last about 82 minutes, and this will be a potent window for meditation, energy work, or simply connecting with the rhythms of the cosmos. This blood moon is not just a celestial event, it's a call to awaken, release, and realign with your soul's deeper wisdom. We also still have a lot of planets that are retrograde. I think that Saturn just re-entered Pisces. Uranus is going to be retrograde in Gemini starting on the 5th. There's a lot going on cosmically right now. Retrogrades are typically, they remind us to reflect. They remind us to look back on the lessons we've learned, look back on the things that haven't been working for us, look back so that we can move forward learning from the mistakes or lessons that we had in the past. And my birthday is on Saturday, so I'm kind of right in the middle of like these cosmic events happening, and it just feels so fitting for what life has thrown at me lately. So let's get into that. I'd love to update you on what's been going on with me. So since July, I have officially started my business at a boutique called Hippie Hysteria. It's here in downtown San Angelo. We are currently in a building that houses 47, I believe there's 47 vendors. So I am a crochet vendor. I have a 5-foot by 5-foot booth that has crocheted items in it. I am next door to a men's boutique. There's several women's boutiques, children's boutiques. There are a few vintage stores. There's handmade things. There's vintage. There's new. There's customs. Imagine if you were to put Etsy inside of a store where you can go and shop at. Like, it's such a unique experience. And I am so, so grateful to have this experience and to have my business building products and selling my products there. I have poured my whole being into creating products for my booth and to get my business going. Every stitch, every little piece felt like a piece of me being put out there. And I make sure that I infuse every one of my pieces with Reiki as well. And you know what? I'm actually happy with where it's going. It's small, but it's mine. And it inspires me every day to grow and expand with it. I've made a lot of new friends and a lot of new connections through just the past 2 to 3 weeks of being open there, and I've began creating an empire for myself with my crochet business. I absolutely love crocheting, and I plan on expanding into a lot of different other things that I like to do. Like, I would love to put some polymer clay creations in my booth and some of my sewing creations as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes in the future. But on the flip side, life has been a lot. I At the beginning of August, I was looking at changing internet providers for myself, and the internet company online said that there was a credit freeze in place. And I thought, there's not a credit freeze in place. I've had great credit my whole adult life. So I checked my credit reports, and my credit score was about 550. So I looked more into it and found that my identity was stolen. And I've been working tirelessly to get this fraudulent auto loan and credit card removed from my credit history. And when I say tirelessly, I'm telling you that I have felt like I have not had proper time and energy to put into my business, because a lot of time and energy has been spent on phone calls and printing paperwork and filing disputes and figuring out if I have a case that I can take them to court because of negligence on the loan company and the dealership's parts. But it's been such a draining fight. Part of me knows why I'm so stubborn about this, and it ties back to my dad, which is a story that I still have planned for the future. I want to make sure that I get all of my facts straight and everything like that. But he never felt like he got justice in his own life, and in some way, I feel like I'm carrying that torch. I don't want to back down. I have been tenacious about this. But because of that, I've had to personally fund my business. And to be honest, it has been so stressful. I want to be really real. I've just been stressed in general. I feel like I haven't had a chance to catch my breath. Like, my feet can't quite land on the ground. Every day, I try to force myself to pause and find something to be grateful for. Even the simple things we take for granted, like running water, or a nourishing meal, or a quiet moment of peace. Gratitude has been my lifeline, but underneath that, I feel this looming sense that I'm delaying some huge decision. For a while, I thought the decision was whether I should stay where I'm at or start fresh somewhere else. I made the choice to stay put, but something deep down tells me that that wasn't it. I don't know what it is yet, but I can feel it. It's like my soul is whispering that something big is coming. Maybe even a whole new life restart again. And if I'm brutally honest, part of me sort of hopes for that most days. Because the truth is, I just haven't been happy. I've been trying so hard to remain upbeat and hopeful, but deep down, I'm generally unhappy. I feel trapped in my masculine energy where I'm always pushing and working and fighting and surviving, and I don't have a way out of it right now. There are so many things I want to see and do, but I just don't have the means. And I am so fucking tired. Just tired. I've been trying to build consistency to create routines that make me feel grounded, but it feels like obstacles just keep popping up. So I've had to surrender. I've had to accept that there are things outside of my control, and instead of fighting them, I'm learning to just breathe through them. To focus on what I can control and let the rest be what it is. And honestly, that's a huge step for me because I used to fight everything. Now I'm a little more okay with letting life do what it's gonna do. I don't have to be happy about it, but I'm letting it do what it's gonna do. At the end of the day, all I really want is to enjoy life again. That's where I'm at. I don't have all the answers, but I know that joy is what I'm seeking. Real joy. And I know that brighter days are coming because I've seen them. I've seen dark days and I've seen bright days. So I know that they're coming. So that's what helps keep me hopeful. Thank you for sitting with me today in this raw space. Sometimes it's easy to talk about shadow work and healing in theory, but essentially we're living in real time. So it's tough sometimes to see through the shit when you're in the shit. And if you happen to be in this space too, or know where I'm coming from and can sympathize with it, just being tired and stressed and just wondering what's next, know that I see you and you are not alone in this. Maybe that's the reminder we both need right now. Even when we don't have it all figured out, even when it feels heavy, there's still room to hope, to be grateful, and to imagine a life where joy feels natural again. That's what I'll be holding on to. As for where we're going with this podcast, it's up in the air right now. My crochet business has been doing decently, but it is not enough to earn a living. So things are just up in the air right now. So I'm going to really try hard to put out more podcasts and to work on these. But I'm not going to make any promises because something will have to give then, and I'm not willing to make creating podcasts be something that builds resentment in me. This has always been fun for me. I want this always to be fun for me. So my podcast will come whenever the topic arises for them. So I just want to make sure I update you on where I'm at, where the podcast is going, and to let you know that I'm still here, still trekking through. We're still trying. Life is lifing, but we're here. Thank you so much for being here today. I'll see you again soon.